Still under the first caution of the day, Darrell Waltrip's car unscathed after that. Bob Shack, Dave Marcus, and Kenny Wallace were not so lucky. They each received damage in that accident toward the back of the field. Here's Randy Pemberton.
Well, Darrell Waltrip came over the radio, said the air pressure in his tires were just a little bit high. It was. So he said the car just came out from under him. Barry Dodson, the crew chief, also told me he thought there was a little dust. There's a gate that opens on the backstretch over there to let spectators across the racetrack, and he thought there was a little dust there that he hit, but it was a little air pressure problem. He thinks he'll be all right, but gave him a little scare back there.
So there's Marcus. Rather, there's Waltrip, and that's not the way to start your honeymoon with a big dent in the quarter panel. But just married, it says on the back there. Now Marcus says he's going to send his PR guy around every city they're going to look at engagement notices and see if he can keep this deal going. Hasn't decided though how much he's going to charge for divorce notices on the quarter panel.
Boy, you're touching on the gray area. Be quiet.
I'm telling you, line up somebody's divorce on the car, and the wife will want the whole car and the house and everything. We are going racing this time by. Here's the way they're running. Rusty Wallace, the race leader. Ernie Irvin running in second. In third is Jeff Gordon. In fourth, Jeff Bodine, and in fifth, get a quick. Mark Martin is running in the fifth spot. Morgan Shepherd is sixth. Rick Wilson is seventh. Harry Gant eighth. Dale Earnhardt is ninth. Bobby Labonte 10th.
Mike, we just heard at the top of the show they said they upped the air pressure to 50 pounds on the right side. That's a lot of air pressure for a track this size. That might be some of the deal Waltrip was feeling first of the race. It's a lot of air pressure for this size racetrack.
4 laps complete, 2 under green. Caution will end at lap 5 here.
What is that, about 10 over what they normally run?
Yeah, about 10 over. And what you got to keep in mind, if they run 50 in that tire there, the inner tire has 70 pounds in it. So pretty rigid amount on the ground right there.
Started to oil forward, showing them to hold it down, and now green flag waves, and Rusty Wallace brings them up through the gearbox and back down to turn 1. From Jeff Gordon's car in third place.
There's that area they're talking about, the dust on the back straightaway. That's where you come across. It'll take a lap or two to get that out of the way.
Up ahead, Rusty Wallace, Ernie Irvin in the Haviland car. Gordon is third, and right in his mirror, Jeff Bodine. From Mark Martin's car, off the roof cam, looking ahead at Jeff Bodine in that black and red number 7 Ford. There's Martin. What a tear he's been on these last few weeks.
I talked to the crew chief the other day about Jeff Gordon, how well he liked the car up here, and he said I had to leave the front office and go back down there and set that car up myself again. The crew chief did, and he said he really likes the car, back like when they were running for Davis.
Dick Trickle, running for Kenny Bernstein, has drifted back to 32nd spot in the race. Trickle might have been in the middle of when Darrell Waltrip had his incident.
Boy, there's Jeff Gordon right up on the inside. Ernie Irvin. Irvin slid up about a half a lane. Gordon drove right down in there beside him. Fantastic.
From Jeff Gordon's car, you see him complete the pass and move up into second. Big challenge, Morgan Shepherd up the outside, and the Citgo Ford of the Wood brothers just gained about 3 spots, just like that.
Ooh, look at the back end of that 21 car. It was switching everywhere. Morgan did a great job in that car this year.
And he's had a lot of success here at Dover.
Boy, have the Wood brothers. That car's always run good here.
Look who's on the run.
Earnhardt on the bottom, and Rick Wilson. Is Mark Martin in trouble?
This is a case where he just got out of that inside lane. Boy, they won't give it back to you. You got to take it back. He's going to have to work to get back inside.
Top of your screen, Harry Gant passes Mark Martin on the inside as they come back to start finish and complete lap 8. There's Rusty Wallace leading the field. From our Ray Bestis aerial chopper, Ray Bestis, best in brakes, bringing you these pictures.
We have a spin in turn 1.
Phil Parsons, Mannheim Auto Auctions Chevrolet, up into the wall. Phil had a great run here in yesterday's Busch Grand National race. Rusty will handily lead the pack back to the flag as Parsons sits against the wall at turn 2.
Trying to get it moving, but it's not any use right now. That thing's got the radiator and oil cooler all knocked off along with the right front wheel.
Well, we ran 2 laps of caution, and then we ran of green, and then 6 laps of green. 11 complete.
There you see. Looks like he's getting down. Oh, he's down under, who is that? The
Musgrave
car. And they got together a little bit. And around he goes. And I'm telling you, you're going to hit this Benz a ton. Look
Who's that? Derek Cope.
Oh, Cope, man. People wonder why Cope didn't just turn left and get out of the way. You just can't turn left up there. It's real slippery on that part of the track. You just got to ease the car on down.
Then Parsons looks like he guided the car back up to the wall to keep it out of more trouble as everybody moves by on the inside. Here's another angle.
He just got underneath and had nowhere to go and got down on the flat a little bit there, and it turned right around on him. Oh. If anybody's ever hit that wall like myself, that hurts just to see that.
Yeah, it can bring flashbacks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
That car still rests up against the retaining wall where it stopped. And the track crews kind of cautiously going to Phil's aid.
That's a good indication how steep this racetrack is. So these guys like climbing a mountain to get up there to them.
You can see Phil inside the car there. He's okay. He's moving around and everything.
I wouldn't have thought the fire extinguisher would set up. I figured it would fall over that bank.
On pit road, Dave Marcus and Jimmy Mean still repairing crash damage from the lap 2 incident. 12 laps are complete here at Dover out of 500. We'll be right back. TNN Motorsports exclusive coverage of the Splitfire Spark Plug 500 is brought to you by Napa, because there are no unimportant parts. Phil Parsons is okay after his bout with the wall at turn number 2, and the monster claims another victim, this time a Chevrolet. Larry Hedrick car started by Phil Parsons. And I think they're trying to get squared away that they can pull that car. They want to roll it down off the wall instead of sending a wrecker up there, and Phil gets the mandatory trip back to the care center.
I wasn't real sure about that. It looked like he might have been looking at somebody trying to make a little gesture there.
Yeah, it looked like he's walking on the track kind of questioning what happened. It's hard to say.
So they'll try to roll the car down off the banking and then be able to clear it off. See if we can get a word here with Jeff Gordon in the DuPont Chevrolet. Buddy?
Jeff, this is Buddy Baker at TNN. Can you hear me?
Yeah, buddy. How you doing, bud?
Doing well, man. You're flying. It looks like you're really hooked up.
Well, we're only 15 laps into this race right now, so we'll just have to see. It's a long, long day, but I tell you, this DuPont Chevrolet has been running good this weekend, and it's running really good right now. We're just, just trying to get up here and get in a rhythm, get in a pace. I'm not really looking to just take off or anything. I just want to be there at the end.
Well, we wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Jeff Gordon currently running in the 2nd position. Calls on our 800 number, and again, it's toll-free, and if you have questions, particularly about this race, but other questions about Winston Cup racing, if we have time, we'll try to get to them. Otherwise, pass them along to some of our sister shows on TNN. Toll-free number 800-451-7331. Sam from Massachusetts. Neil wanted to know what your job was outside of racing before you got racing full-time.
I worked as a pipe fitter. I worked out of the union as a pipe fitter, putting pipe all together in these big buildings, and it used to be really dangerous when it was high-rise buildings, so I went to something easier and went to racing.
Easier and safer?
If you fall off one of those buildings, you don't have a chance. A race car, you got a shot at it.
Let's get a word with Jeff Purvis here in the Morgan McClure Chevrolet. See if we can set up our in-car communication with him.
Get all the right knobs in the right direction here, we'll do it.
A bunch to it here. Jeff, this is TNN. Can you copy us?
Hear you real good.
Well, how's it going so far here? I know we're only 16 laps into this thing, but you didn't get much practice yesterday afternoon. How do you find the track today?
The track feels pretty good. The car's feeling real good. I'm just trying to take my time and stay out of some of these accidents and try not to cause any of them.
Okay, good luck today.
Thank you.
Purvis has had quite a relationship with the Morgan McClure team. His car owner, James Finch, has purchased cars and engines from Morgan and McClure team and Runt Pittman to run in ARCA. And so it was they had that natural relationship going. So when Ernie Irvin left, here was the driver that they had worked with. And so he and James got together. James Finch is going to run the Busch operation with Jeff as driver, and Jeff driving this car for at least the balance of this season.